So now today we are starting a new library that is called Matplotlib in the data visualization. All right. So this will help you out in order to draw the different kind of charts in a very easy and simple manner. All right. Now let us see the different aspects of this Matplotlib. Okay. So let's see out here. So what is the data visualization using PyPlot? That is actually the basically refers to the graphical or visual representation of information and of data using visual elements like charts, graphs, maps, etc. Data visualization in Python can be done via many packages. One example is Matplotlib, which one we are going to do next. Matplotlib is a Python 2D plotting library which produces publication quality figures, and PyPlot is a module of Matplot library of Python containing of methods which allows us to create 2D plots and graphs easily and interactively. All right. PyPlot provides the state machine interface to the plotting library in Matplotlib. It means that figures and axes are implicitly and automatically create to achieve the desired plot. For example, calling plot method from PyPlot will automatically create the necessary figure and access to achieve the desired plot. Suppose it may be a line plot, it may be a scatter plot or anything. Setting a title will then automatically set the title to the current object access. Okay, it is automatically done. No need to do anything. It will be straight away. It will come. The PyPlot interface is generally preferred for non-interactive plotting, that is called scripting. All right. So these are the things in the data visualization. Now let us see another aspect. A plot is what? A plot is a graphical representation technique for representing a data set. Usually as a graph, it shows the relationship between two or more variables. Okay, it can be any kind of tuples, data, or list or something like that. Okay, as we had used earlier. All right. The thing is that types of visualization, there are many types of visualization available. You can see in the picture with Matplotlib. Some of the most famous are line plot, scatter plot, histogram, box plot, bar chart, pie chart, etc. All right. So the thing is that this can be done with ease in a particular in Matplotlib. Okay, we will see the programs first, but first let us see that what are the aspects of this one. So when you are starting the program or before the creation of any chart or graph type, you must import this package. You can do it in two ways. One is import matplotlib.pyplot or import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. So what is happening actually, this second one is most preferable. Okay, because here the object has been mentioned. You can see out here the object has been mentioned as PLT. Okay, you can see. This is the one. So this is actually, these are the two important packages. This is the important package that you have to import. Okay, normal Python won't, this matplotlib won't work directly. You have to install it in normal Python. But the thing is that if you're downloading XY and all, it will be pre-installed. So you can go straight away to idle and you can write your program. Fine. So now next we are coming over here. Now see the and what are the different elements of matplotlib. There are a lot of elements like figure, axis, artist, levels, title, and legend. These are all self-explanatory. Figure is a whole figure which may contain one or more than one axis. Axis, it is what we generally think of as a plot. A figure can contain many axes. It contains two or three axes in case of a 3D object. Axis, they are the number line-like objects and take care of generating the graph limits. Artist, everything which one can see on the figure is an artist, like text objects, 2D objects, collection of objects, like that. Most artists are tied to axis. Levels are there to manage the axis and dimensions of a plot. Okay, another important piece of information to add a plot is the axis levels. Okay, title is just like a book or a paper or a story or a poem, as it is appearing in the same manner. Legends are used to explain what each line means in the current figure. Okay, now you can see out here the different parts that has been shown by labeling. Okay, in the as a basic components of a graph or chart. Okay, that is the things where the things can be done. This is the title here. You can see the title out here. You can see the legend. You can see the Y level. This is the X level. So in this way, the different components of a graph of chart can be visualized. When you do the program also, the same kind of output will be appearing. But remember, while doing the program, you don't forget this one. At the beginning, when the program, you must give either of the comments in order to draw a chart or a graph. All right, so that is the thing. Okay, now next we will see how to do a program using line chart. Let us see a Python program to draw a line chart. Okay, so this is the program. Actually, you can see out here, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt is given. Actually, this was the actually we are talking about. I was talking about that before the creation of a chart, you must give this command in order to draw a line chart or any kind of chart as well. Okay, plt.plot 1 2 3, that means 1 will be coordinated with 5, 2 will be coordinated to 7, and 3 will be coordinated to 4. And here actually we have taken two lists in order to put them in the plotting line plotting as the coordinate. Okay, and finally whenever this will be made in the ready-made manner, no need to do anything, just go plt.show, it will draw you the graph. Okay, so it will appearing as a 2D figure, but still it is a very useful also. Okay, so any comparison can be shown by these charts and all. Then run I am executing this program to see how it is appearing. Yes, see, your chart has been appeared over here. So 1 comma 5. Okay, then it is coming 2 comma 7, and that is coming 3 comma 4. So that is the charts and all. So if you want to save it, if you have the if you need to save it, you can save it also. Okay, so these are the navigation things are there. Okay, borders and all that, top borders, bottom borders, everything is there. So can be reduced also. You can see the different kinds of manipulation. These are the navigator, these are the navigator keys and all. Okay, so the left and all, you can check it out like this. Okay, and then right also you can do in the same manner like this. Okay, if you want to squeeze it, if you want to do the spacing and all, that is also can be done. Okay, that is also can be done. Okay, that is the particle space. And this one, okay, this in this graph it will not show in much way. In that way you can do this top also like this. You can squeeze also, you can bottom also, you can squeeze in this way, or you can increase also in this way. All right, and finally if you want to save it in this way, and if you want to tight layout, you can do it also tight layout. All right, it will come back to its place, and you can do the reset also. It will be resetted. All right, so in this way you will be able to do this. And if you are clicking over here, it will take you for saving. Okay, you can save this figure also as well to your directory wherever you like to. After giving a name, you can click onto the save in order to save this graph of the chart. Okay, so when you will do it in the project, you will save first the program, then you will save the figure in this way. Afterward, you have to take the printout and you have to put it, okay, in your stick file. All right, so I'm closing this one, and this one I'm just changing a bit. Okay, suppose I'm making here a little bit changing. I'm going to, and I'm making out here a little bit 8, and I'm making out here once it is I'm making out here 3, and I'm making out here 7, and that is I'm making out here 6, and then we're making out here 4. All right, then executing the program. Let's see, it will come how. Let us watch. Okay, a straight line has appearing, you can see out here from corner to corner, that is 6 and 8 has been coordinated in such a way. And that the thing is that in this way actually, so 2 comma 5. So if the these things are not proper, these things are not proper, okay, so coordinates are not being proper, then you will not be able to get a good graph. All right, so let's see now how this is to be can be fulfilled. Okay, that is the thing, that's why I have taken that particular coordinate. Okay, or the coordinate that to be seen. See, it has come over here like this. Now let us see once how this is thing. So I'm closing this one, and how these things have been plotted. Let's see once. Okay, so the thing is that 2 comma 8 has gone over there, and 3 comma 7 has come out here, and 3 comma 4 is out here. This point has been plotted over here. So the thing is that you can plan out your plot, and accordingly you can, as per your speculation, or you have to think a bit that how the chart to be plotted. So in that way you can plot this one. All right, so the thing is that, so the no plotting can be done without planning, and if the points are not, coordinates are not proper, in that case you are not going to get a very good plot. All right, so that is the thing. So you have to be little thoughtful while doing the plotting of charts. Okay, okay, then you do the practical implementation properly, and work on it, and any doubt you can ask me in the wall, okay, of the classroom. Okay, and till then some more programs I will come up with in the next video session. All right, till then you do this practical and let me know what is the result. Thank you.